my name is Michelle with Silver Lining Daydreams, and in today's video we're going to show you how we completely changed our overstuffed garden shed and we made it into a multi-purpose space that's both functional and relaxing to use. Not only did we redesign the shed, but we also added some functional storage behind it to an old lean-to, and I hope that it inspires you to take a look around your house or your yard and see if you have any underused areas. Let's get started. We were finally ready to tackle the shed and make a change. It was so bad in here that we had to unload it just to step inside and have a look around. There were tools and toys that we never even used. It was hard to find what we had because there was just too much stuff, and it was time to let it go. The shed was more a source of stress than function at this point. To make it a little easier, we tried to sort as we emptied out the shed. We put patio furniture on the patio, toys in one area, garden tools in another, and a big pile of stuff we never used that we knew for sure that we needed to get rid of. We finally had it emptied, and we were able to take a good look at what we had, what needed to be fixed, and how to best utilize the space. When we were redesigning the shed, we knew that we still wanted to use it for storage, but we also wanted to make sure that it was functional, simple, inviting, and that it was also pretty. We started with the ceiling because we had some nails coming through when we had it reshingled a few years ago.
Get a couple of reinforcements in here.
After the ceiling was done, we worked on designing a small multi-purpose bench. We had to make sure that it was going to be tall enough to accommodate some small toys underneath, and also deep enough and had the correct spacing that it would be able to accommodate and fit the wooden crates that we bought that we wanted to keep our garden and pool supplies in. Have this done. So the reason why we built it like this was it's freestanding, so we can use it in here and we have the flexibility. So say we need to have more room down there, we're storing something larger over there, we just pull it down and we have more room there, and then we can screw it back into the wall. If we need more room over here, we just push it down that way and we have more room over here. The other thing that I wanted to use this for, besides just storage, is if we have a dinner party or garden party, something like that, and we need to have a buffet, we can just clean this up because it's all going to be painted, and then the shelves are going to be stained, so it'll look really pretty. And we can take it out there, and then we can have our food on there, make a buffet out of it, whatever we want. So very excited to have this, and everything is really coming along nicely.
This is golden oak. I like it. You want a darker, different one?
Nope. I think that looks good. I don't think think it's gonna take too much, but it's so exciting. Oh, this is so
What do you think of the sprayer?
I think it works really good. There's a couple of tricks with it. Make sure that it's full of paint, and when you're spraying, you know, you want to keep it as steady as you can instead of like this, but it's hard. Yeah, so there's a few things on there like that. Make sure you're always wiping off the nozzle, otherwise it can start to like splatter. But yeah, for the most part, I really do like it. Yes.
Are you using more paint than you thought?
Yeah, actually quite a bit more. I thought that I would use less paint using this, but I used more. So I was really surprised with that.
Was it worth almost $200?
Absolutely. I don't know if how far I would be painting if I was painting it all by hand, because that's hard. It's hard on your hand, it's hard on your shoulders and your back. But yep, so I think it's looking really good. Now that the inside is almost done, we had to find a spot to put the lawnmower and also the larger garden tools. Brad had built this lean-to a long time ago for firewood, but it ended up being too small. So what we did is we cleaned it all out and made room for a little bit of storage, and I think that it looks great. The little bit of stored lumber in here will be used on our next project. We knew we had some rot on this side of the shed, and once we removed the firewood and the other stuff that we had around it, we were able to better assess the damage. We could have replaced the whole side, but decided to repair it instead. Brad lightly sanded and caulked the rotted area and attached a rot-resistant PVC trim to the lower part, and then another 1x3 over that one. Ideally, the shed should have been jacked up and had the side completely replaced, but we didn't feel we wanted to do that at this time to a 25-year-old shed. We plan on priming and painting in the fall to slow the decay. I got these at Target, and they were like either $10 or $20, I can't remember.
Oh, those look really pretty.
Are they pretty? Yeah.
Maybe there.
Okay. But the grandbabies can even go on here though, too.
Okay, hold that back up. Let's
You
take
know,
a look.
with photographs
that's true.
on there might be kind of nice because, and it's easy to add because we're adding more grandbabies. When we built this storage bench, we built it with everything that we have in mind. We wanted to make sure that it was tall enough that we could fit the toys underneath so the kids could easily access everything. And the same thing with our bins here. And then the top, we wanted to have a little bit of decor, but also have it so if we need to put anything on here, coffee cup or you know, whatever else that we're working with. This part is finished now. When our grandkids come over, they each have a bug house that they use and also some gardening gloves and gardening tools. The shed is a little older. We've been here for about 20 years and the shed was already here when we moved in. So I'm guessing it's probably 25, 28 years old. So it did need some work, and but again, we wanted this transformation not necessarily to be a typical she shed or he shed or something like that, because we still do use it for storage and we wanted it to be functional. Something that we always struggled with in here, there's no electricity, so we can never have any lighting out here, but we found this, it's very faint rope lighting at Target. So we bought some for here and then along the ceiling, and we just put that in. It's battery operated, and it has a timer if we wanted a timer, or we can just turn it on and off.
So this is what I love the most, sitting in the corner on the chair here. Just look at the view out. It's just gorgeous.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you consider subscribing to Silver Lining Daydreams. Bye-bye.